Hi, this is Wheelo for Dull TV, Part 4, Electoral College Combat, the 5 wild cards. So what about the wild cards? They're pretty easy. If you turn one over, you simply follow its rules on the reference card. Now on the front of the reference card, you have all the Electoral College votes for each state, all in alphabetical order. So let's say somebody turns over Russian collusion. How do you play that? You're going to play rock, paper, scissors for every remaining card. And the winner of each round gets to pick a card, pick a card, pick a card until they're all gone. That's Russian collusion. Now, for fake news, this is celebrity endorsement. If you turn over celebrity endorsement, you will turn over all 4 cards. You'll take the lowest one, and your opponent will take the other 3. Okay, so anyway, enjoy the endorsement. Now, fake news is kind of an interesting one. You have to flip over a card, and then you have to say whether the next card you flip over will be equal to, higher, or lower than that card. So I'll say lower. Yeah, it's equal to. So you win all those cards, I lose. Now, let's say you laid down 5 cards. I turned over 1, you turned over 1, and to break the tie, I turn over fake news. Okay, now there are 2 exposed. What do we do in this case? Simple. We add those cards, and I determine whether the next 2 cards I turn over will be lower, equal to, or higher than 12. So I turn over the cards. Oh, shoot, I didn't say. Okay, they're going to be higher. No, this deck's not loaded. Okay, so they are higher. It's 19, so I win all the cards. If I were wrong, you would have won all those cards. Now, for swing state, if a player turns over swing state, each player turns over 1 more card. If the total of the exposed cards is even, the player who turned over swing state wins all the cards. If the total is odd, the other player wins all the cards. So I turn over a card, you turn over a card. The total is even. So I just won all the cards. That's swing state. And now recount. For recount, if a player turns over recount, both players turn over 1 card. Player who turns over the lower card wins all the cards. We each turned over a 6. What a surprise. So what happens then? If there's a tie, the player who turned over recount turns over 1 more card. If the card is even, that player wins all the cards. If it's odd, the other player wins the cards. So I turn over this one, it's even, I just won all the cards. If I'd have turned over an odd one, you would have won all the cards. Now, with wild cards, if, let's say, I haven't come up with a scenario where this would happen, but let's say 2 wild cards are turned over in one hand. If a second wild card is ever turned over in a hand, the player who turns it over wins all the cards. So those are the wild cards. If you have any questions, please post them on the listing page. We'll get right back to you. Thanks for watching.